Chapter 1726, Destiny Song. Translator, Atlas Studios Editor. Atlas Studios Hua Kai Yun couldn't help but smile bitterly that it turned out that although they seemed successful, this was just a huge trap meticulously set by Heavenly Court. Precisely so. Zhang Yin and the rest smiled calmly. Fang Yuan and the rest finally reacted. In order to assure us, you actually let me enslave old man Bei Feng. Your schemes are truly deep. Shen Songsheng said in a cold tone. This was not our intention. It was also not part of Lord Duke Long's plan. Zhang Yin shook his head. As the leader of the group, he said, do you know that everything that happened here was already part of Fairy Ziwei's deductions? She was the one who assigned us this task. One Song Chi Yuan's gaze landed on Dragon Palace again. So this means that the rank 8 Immortal Gu House is actually an enslavement path Immortal Gu House. It can actually enslave rank 8 Gu Immortals, and even as many as 4. Even after that, it can still continue to suppress and enslave Di Zongsheng throughout history. This has to be the #1 enslavement path Immortal Gu House. Zhang Yin and the rest had a change of expression. Fang Yuan, Hua Kai Yun, and Shen Songsheng looked at Song Chi Yuan for a second, realizing that he had not given up. Even though there was this accident, Song Chi Yuan and the rest were rank 8 Gu Immortals. How could they give up so easily? Even though they were sneak attacked and got injured, their battle strength was still quite well preserved. If they continued to fight, there was still hope that it was not easy to sneak attack rank 8 Gu Immortals. Most immortal killer moves would release their aura when activated. Thus, Zhang Yin and the rest did not use any terrifying killer moves. They had a hard time concealing the aura of their killer moves to begin with. Methods that could conceal the aura of killer moves were very rare. Currently, only Southern Borders Wu Yong had such methods. Others, including Heavenly Court's members, did not have any. Boom, boom, boom. Explosions resounded again. Song Chi Yuan and the rest did not give up. They fought against Zhang Yin and the rest once more. Infallible Blessed Land Battlefield. Bai Tsang Shui retreated alongside Chun Ida Wu Yong and the rest attacked, trying to force her away from the formation behind her, so as to kill these 2 rank 8s from Heavenly Court outside the formation. Bai Tsang Shui moved around in different directions, dodging fatal attacks time and again. Southern Borders Immortals gave her huge pressure, especially Wu Yong. All of his killer moves' auras were concealed before they were unleashed. Bai Tsang Shui was very wary of him. Even if Wu Yong did not attack, she had to keep her attention on him at all times. Let me down. You should escape. Chun Yi said he was hit by the unorthodox farewell friend wind. He could not move and could only wait for his death. Right now, his clothes, eyebrows, and hair were vanishing. His limbs were also disappearing. The terrible might of farewell friend wind was about to completely erode his limbs, followed by his body. Thankfully, farewell friend wind did not spread among people. It only targeted Chun Yi. That gave Bai Tsang Shui the courage to protect him. You think I want to save you? Bai Tsang Shui transmitted secretly. Chun Yi was stunned. He suddenly realized, as he expected. Bai Tsang Shui continued. I am purposely doing this and pretending that I do not want to give up on you, to put myself in danger and attract the attention of the Southern Border Immortals, so that we can stall for time and let the others set up more immortal formations. You are definitely dying, but you can still be useful. I might die too, but we must stall for time. For Heavenly Court, for Central Continent, for the people in this world. So what if we sacrifice ourselves? One Chun Yi was silent. He suddenly wanted to smile. At this moment, death seemed so insignificant. Even though he was someone obsessed with authority, he was also someone who upheld humanity's righteousness. He was like Bai Tsang Shui. He did not fear sacrifice. If not for this, Fairy Ziwei would not have made him a member of Heavenly Court. But Chun Yi could not smile. His face showed even more pain and bitterness. He needed to act, to cooperate with Bai Tsang Shui and deceive the Southern Border Immortals. Let me be useful at the final moment of my life. Chun Yi spoke openly. He was resolved to die. But at this moment, he heard a song playing by his ears that in such an intense fight. Who would have the mood to sing? Chun Yi was stunned before his attention was fully drawn to the song. Bai Tsang Shui, Wu Yong, and the rest were in the same situation as him. The singing voice was illusory and deep. It was filled with conflict and was very unique. Initially, the song was like a small stream of water in the mountains, flowing slowly. Gradually, the stream turned into flowing lava that expanded the river's width. In the range of mountains, it sounded like a dragon's roaring echoed at the same time. The river of lava on the mountain turned into a raging tide. Swish, swish, swish. Ebb and flow. It continued without stopping. The lava and waves collided, reacting and creating steam that covered the entire sky. The steam condensed into clouds that wanted to fly towards the high heavens. Suddenly, lightning struck and thunder roared. The lightning bolts landed on the clouds as the immortals felt like they had fallen from the sky. They felt a sense of hollowness in their hearts. Phantom or real, high or low, being proud and confident at times, feeling lost and desperate during disasters. Bending one's back at times, spreading one's words at times. In the battlefield, all conflict had ceased. Everyone was engrossed in the song. They forgot everything else. But suddenly, the song stopped. Everyone woke up immediately. Chi-Chu had a solemn expression. What song is this? It is terrifying. It actually made all of us so engrossed in it without resistance. Xiao Zhikai had a pale face as he said with lingering fear. Thankfully it stopped. Otherwise, none of us would have gotten free. We would have been hit badly. What song is this? Yihao Feng asked. A rank 8 Gu immortal walked out of the formation. He wore a red and white robe. He had extreme elegance as he smiled. This is my newly created Destiny song. It was Feng Gu. Humph, Destiny? You talk big. Ba snored coldly. Unbelievable. This Destiny song actually saved my life. Chun Yi cheered. He only had his body and head left, but farewell friend Wind had stopped. Even though his injuries were severe, Chun Yi's life was not over. The southern border immortals were dazed that Wu Yong's farewell friend Wind was rank 8. Feng Ji's Destiny song used fate armor as the core. It was also rank 8. You again. Wu Yong stared at Feng Gu with deep anger. Last time, he wanted to kill Fang Yuan, but Feng Gu saved him. This time, he wanted to kill Chen Yi, but Feng Gu stopped him yet again. Twice. Feng Gu had ruined Wu Yong's plans twice, and these were two crucial timings. Even with Wu Yong's supreme disposition and ability to endure any circumstance, he could not help but become very angry. Feng Gu, you are truly an unrivaled genius. Wu Yong squinted his eyes. His voice was cold as a blizzard. It could send a chill down someone's spine. Come, show me everything you've got. I'll take you on myself. Saying so, an intense wind blew. This was Wu Yong's unlimited wind. It had been ravaging the battlefield, like a huge pillar supporting heaven and earth. This move expended 10,000 of Wu Yong's wind path Dao marks. Two unlimited wind was unceasing and grand. It approached Feng Gu and the rest with divine might. Feng Gu smiled bitterly. Lord Wu Yong is truly powerful. I have no choice but to avoid you. Bai Tsang Shui grabbed Chun Yi. It is time, let's go. Behind the three, the formation expanded. They were successful in retreating back into the formation. Once they were inside the formation, Feng Gu spit out a mouthful of blood. His face was pale as paper. He was standing shakily. What happened? Bai Tsang Shui quickly supported him. Feng Gu smiled with an ugly expression. His breathing was very weak. My Destiny song was only created in a rush. I have not even finished half my song. Because I had no choice but to use it this time, I suffered heavy injuries as a result. Brother Feng risked your life to save me. I will never forget this debt of gratitude. Chun Yi sighed. Right now, Central Continent is in chaos. Southern Borders immortals are here with vengeance. I save you for the sake of Central Continent. Feng Gu shook his head. Chun Yi looked at Feng Gu and Bai Tsang Shui. Thinking of their relentless actions, he laughed with heroism. No matter how dangerous it is, with people like us that do not fear sacrifice or death, Central Continent will definitely win. Heavenly Court will emerge victorious. Heavenly Court. Fairy Ziwei, who had been observing infallible blessed land, let out a breath of air as she smiled. Truly incredible. Feng Gu and Destiny song. Fairy Ziwei knew about Heavenly Court's plan for Destiny Gu. Longevity Heaven was also ambitious towards it. Earlier, Heavenly Court wanted to obtain fortune rivaling Heaven Immortal Gu, while now, Longevity Heaven was after Fate Gu. They were all trying to obtain destiny Gu. However, the one who took a big step in this direction was not the two supreme forces, but a lone Gu immortal, Feng Yuan. Fairy Ziwei muttered. Even though she had always thought highly of his talent and ability, she realized now that she had vastly underestimated him. Chunyi's sacrifice was certain in Fairy Ziwei's perspective. Because farewell friend Wind could not be undone, unless they had defended against it beforehand. To think that this rule was overwritten by Feng Yuan today. In history, there had never been any case of farewell friend Wind being broken. Undeniably, after Assimilation Wind Song, Feng Yuan has written history once again. Comment Emperor City Battlefield. A wave of cheers resounded in Emperor City. The final competition of Central Continent's Refinement Path Convention had ended. This meant that this was no longer Heavenly Court's weakness. The Western Desert Gu immortals who sensed this quickly retreated. They wanted to escape. They did not manage to destroy Emperor City or the Central Continent Refinement Path Convention. Everything has ended. Sigh. Heavenly Court succeeded in the end. Western Desert's Gu immortals were dejected. It was not easy to retreat now. Central Continent was supported with heroes among people. They could not escape so easily. Fang Yuan had a heavy heart. He had tried his best, but there was no helping it. Heavenly Court's methods were truly out of his expectations. He could not handle them. In the end, Heavenly Court's foundation was too deep. Fang Yuan was not their match. Even though he had obtained many venerable inheritances through plunder, his strength also grew rapidly at an unprecedented speed. Heavenly Court and Central Continent had gone through 3 million years of accumulation. It was nurtured by the efforts of countless generations of elites. Chapter 1727. Killing Fang Yuan to Save the World. Translator. Atlas Studios Editor. Atlas Studios' Fang Yuan's achievements were due to his own hard work and also the help of many predecessors. Heavenly Court and Central Continent were the same. It was not strange that they could defend against Fang Yuan and Western Desert's immortals. This was their strength and foundation. Countless generations of people in Central Continent and Heavenly Court had achieved this. Their hard work was undeniable, be it past or present. There is no choice. I need to retreat. Fang Yuan thought. Li Huang and Qing Yi were trying hard to stall Fang Yuan, but with his methods, he was confident of breaking out. Fang Yuan no longer had any intention of destroying Emperor City at this point. It was useless. Furthermore, Central Continent's Gu immortals were protecting it. It was too hard to destroy it now. But at this moment, there was a loud sound. The earth cracked open as a huge earth trench emerged from the north to south, devouring all forests or mountains in its path at an extreme speed. And of all coincidences, Emperor City was right ahead of this expanding earth trench. Oh no. Protect Emperor City. This was out of everyone's expectations. Central Continent's immortals were busy as they quickly tried to protect Emperor City. But the might of heaven was unpredictable. Earth trenches were not normally formed. They were created because the earth veins of the 5 regions were combining. This was such a grand power of heaven and earth. How could a bunch of Gu immortals resist it? Thus, Central Continent's Gu immortals could only watch as the earth trench devoured Emperor City. Emperor City was unable to fly. It was huge, and as the ground cracked, it fell into the earth trench, disintegrating continuously. In this huge city, there were nearly 1 million people. There were countless Gu masters. They were all elites gathered from all over the world. Especially when this gathering was meant to resist Fang Yuan's luck, there were many people with strong luck gathered here. Yi Fan and Hong Yi were part of this group. There were many others similar to them. Quickly save them. Li Huang shouted. Ha! Wishful thinking. Fang Yuan attacked. He was in Emperor Yama form now. It was easy to use soul path killer moves. Fang Yuan dived into the crowd of 1 million. He saw Hong Yi and Yi Fan. These two were luck connected to him. It was no wonder that his luck was suppressed all along. Immortal killer move. Luo Pasil. Immortal killer move. Spring Scissors. Immortal killer move. Summer Fan. Fang Yuan first used Luo Pasil before turning into the immemorial Year Monkey and using 2-time path killer moves. No. Li Huang could not block Fang Yuan's vicious attack in such a rush. He shouted angrily, but could only watch as countless life forms died in Fang Yuan's hands. 2 among them were the elites who took part in the finals of the Refinement Path competition. Hong Yi and Yi Fan were not spared. 2-inch Fang Yuan, as a grand rank 8 Gu immortal, you actually slaughtered mortals. You are so vicious and evil. You should die. You deserve death. Qing Ye's eyes were bloodshot and red. He was incomparably angry as he charged at Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan's attack caused huge losses to Central Continent. Qing Yi knew that this Emperor City was an important location of Central Continent. It had human path arrangements that attracted and nurtured generations of elites. With the accumulation over time, there was an abundance of human qi here. It was the greatest breeding ground of Gu immortals. Central Continent followed the sect system after all. It was not like the other regions. Emperor City produced many talented people. They were all geniuses with abundant luck. If these people obtained sufficient resources and grew properly, there was a high chance of becoming Gu immortals. In the future, during the 5 regions' chaotic war, many Gu immortals would die. These people were Gu immortal seeds for Central Continent, so they could produce more immortals in the future. Fang Yuan's attack almost wiped out people in the city. He killed a good portion of Central Continent's seeds. Their potential during the war was greatly lowered. The losses were too severe. How could Li Huang and Qing Yi not feel enraged? They wanted to tear Fang Yuan to shreds. After Hong Yi, Yi Fan, and a bunch of talents died, Fang Yuan felt a sensation of relief that he knew that his luck path was starting to show its advantage. Taking a final look at the lingering pieces of the descending Emperor City and the corpses that he created, Fang Yuan retreated rapidly to Li Huang, Qing Yi, and the immortal Gu houses started to chase after him relentlessly. Demon! Demon! He almost killed everyone in the city. My family was inside. Kill him. Rid the world of this great harm. Central Continent's Gu immortals were full of rage and killing intent. Fang Yuan laughed maniacally. Can you stop me? They could not. While Fang Yuan could not do anything to these Central Continent people, their immortal Gu houses and the rank 8 Gu immortals could not blockade Fang Yuan even though they could encircle Western Desert's immortal Gu houses, unless they used an immortal Gu formation or an immortal battlefield killer move. But in this short time, how could they set it up? Even if they could set up an immortal Gu formation or battlefield, unless they could kill Fang Yuan rapidly, with his wisdom, path attainment, and powerful methods, he could escape. Zhou Xiongxian's death was the best evidence. Not only could they not trap him, Fang Yuan could even retaliate. Boom! With a strong attack, Fang Yuan almost dismantled an immortal Gu house. That Jiyu Fangzheng was inside this house. He was breaking out in cold sweat from fear. This immortal Gu house quickly moved back to heal, while the other immortal Gu houses moved to fill up the gap. Fang Yuan looked at this house regrettably, even though he did not know that Fangzheng was inside. His intuition told him that if he destroyed it, he would benefit greatly. Fangzheng's existence was a type of restraint and burden on him. Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan. At this time, Bing Sichuan contacted him again. Bing Sichuan, you still have the face to contact me? Today's loss was because of you. Fang Yuan showed an angry expression. The truth was, even though Central Continent's heavenly court had deep foundation, it was still at a disadvantage against all 4 other regions. However, Central Continent's people's united hearts made them a collective force, while the other 4 regions had their own agendas. Even though they were strong, they could not work together, and in fact, all 4 regions preserved their strength. For example, even though Eastern Sea attacked with many rank 8s, they did not mobilize many rank 7 Gu immortals or immortal Gu houses. Western Desert sent rank 6 and 7 Gu immortals as well as immortal Gu houses, but did not send rank 8 Gu immortals. Many experts like Shi Clan's first Supreme Elder did not join the battle. They were staying in Western Desert. Bing Sichuan sighed bitterly. I cannot hold on much longer. We suffered huge losses, but there is still a chance. That is infallible blessed land. Originally, Heavenly Court used human path methods to host the Central Continent Refinement Path Convention. Its goal was to use the countless refinement failures to create the success-Tao marks in infallible blessed land. Right now, Fate Gu had not fully recovered. It still lacked the final batch of success-Tao marks. Even though the Central Continent Refinement Path Convention was completed, the final batch of success-Tao marks was still being produced. It was going to take some time before it was transported to Heavenly Court. This was because infallible blessed land was surrounded in immortal formations now. Even though these immortal formations stopped the attacks of southern borders immortals, it also created problems for the transportation of success-Dao marks. Comment after hearing Bing Sai Chuan's explanation. Fang Yuan's mood brightened up. It seems that infallible blessed land is our last hope. Fang Yuan did not hesitate. He turned around and went towards infallible blessed land instead. Behind him, Li Huang and the rest, including the immortal Gu houses, chased with determination. Infallible blessed land battlefield. Unlimited wind was like a tall pillar sweeping everything in its path. It tried to destroy Heavenly Court's immortal formation with an unstoppable advancement. The immortal formation shot out with golden light, resisting it fully. Wu Yong and the rest had solemn expressions. Rank 8 Gu immortal Qi, Chu Yu said in a low tone. Unbelievable, their immortal Gu formations were also amplified. What kind of human path methods actually created these countless white lights? Immortal formations were immortal killer moves in essence. They were manipulated by Gu immortals. Since Gu immortals were boosted by heroes among people, immortal formations were naturally powered up too. Wu Yong expended his own foundation to create the powerful killer move, Unlimited Wind. Even though he still had the advantage now, his gains were smaller than before. It seems that we need to cooperate with the outside if we want to destroy the formation. We'll leave the outside to Unlimited Wind. We need to find the weak point from the inside. Yihao Feng said with deep concentration. B.A. Sherba pondered. Times are different now. Earlier we attacked by surprise and caught them off guard. But a long time has passed already. We need to be wary of Heavenly Court's reinforcements. Thus, we need some people to stay outside the formation. Everyone agreed with Ba Sherba's words. Even though Unlimited Wind was powerful, it was just a killer move. Killer moves were fixed, but people could think that Wu Yong had a heavy heart because they could not destroy the formation rapidly. Their sneak attack failed. They had to use brute force now. Even though Heavenly Court lost many formations in the meantime, they might have lost Immortal Gu, but their foundation was untouched. Chun Yi was meant to die, but Feng Jiugu actually managed to save him. Wu Yong knew that the longer this went on, the more disadvantageous it was for them. They needed to split up now. A group would enter while the rest stayed outside. Of course, that would mean that they could not work together. Their efficiency in destroying the formation would be much lower. If Heavenly Court's reinforcements arrive, they would also face greater pressure. Wu Yong sighed to himself. Even though there were great problems in splitting up, they had to do it. If only we had more people with us. Even though I became the Southern Alliance leader, I cannot mobilize too many people. With the 3 rank 8s that we have, this is already the best outcome. Wu Yong breathed in deeply. He started to make arrangements. Chi Chu Yu had the highest formation path attainment. He naturally had to go inside. Wu Yong had the #1 battle strength. He also had to go into the formation to protect Chi Chu Yu and also to fight against strong enemies inside. Meanwhile, Yihao Feng and Ba Sherba cultivated transformation path and rule path respectively. They could stay outside. After all, Heavenly Court's reinforcements might be powerful. Letting 2 rank 8 stay outside was safer. Right when Southern Borders Gu Immortals discussed their next action, there was a commotion. Wu Yong's expression changed. He looked towards the north, saying softly, "Someone's coming." There were quite a lot of people. They were led by 3 rank 8s and an old man carrying a walking cane. He had a kind aura and was the former first Supreme Elder of Northern Plains Yao tribe, and the current South Desolation Immortal of Longevity Heaven, Yao Huang. The second person wore a white robe. He had thick hair, a long and tall body. He was the first Supreme Elder of Northern Plains Baizu tribe, Heavenly Lord Baizu. The third wore a tall crown and golden cape. He had incredible disposition. It was Gong tribe's external Supreme Elder, Prince Feng Xian. 2 those after them were all elites among immortals. There were Domination Immortal Chu Du, Toad Fiend Immortal Nu Air Qian, Spear Deity Yuan Rang Zun, Wealth Devouring Boy Nyan Air Fu, and others. 1 Northern Plains Gu Immortals gathered towards the Southern Border Immortals. "Friends from Northern Plains, what do you want?" Wu Yong asked loudly. Yao Huang chuckled as he said, "The enemy is before us. We would like to work together with you and attack Heavenly Court." Wu Yong laughed loudly. Heavenly Court's reinforcements did not come. Instead, he gained some new allies. Chapter 1728. Agreeing to ally with Fang Yuan. Translator, Atlas Studios Editor. Atlas Studios' infallible blessed land battlefield. What formation is this? Wu Yong asked. Beside him were the two rank 8s, Yihao Feng and Qi Chuyu, followed by Southern Border's band of rank 7 elites. Not far away stood the leader Yao Huang, followed by the Northern Plains immortals such as Heavenly Lord Bai Zhu and Chu Du. After some discussion, both sides made a temporary agreement. They decided to cooperate and attack Heavenly Court. But this was the first time they were working together. The alliance agreement was quite relaxed. They were still wary of each other. Despite this, Wu Yong was already quite satisfied. Southern Border and Northern Plains are cooperating. This is an unprecedented event in history. With the help of Northern Plains, we will not lack numbers. Even if Heavenly Court sends reinforcements, Ba Shi Ba and Prince Feng Xian who are outside will be able to last for a while. We will have enough reaction time. Wu Yong thought to himself. Beside him, Qi Chuyu spoke. This should be a new formation. I have never seen any records of this. Wu Yong nodded as he purposely spoke loudly. In that case, we can only explore and probe this formation. Over at Northern Plains, Yao Huang heard this as he smiled while grasping his walking cane. Southern Border allies. Wait a while and recover first. My side has just arrived. We are in good condition. We will do the probing. Wu Yong showed delight on his face. He cupped his fist. The bravery of Northern Plains is known to all. We will wait here and recover. If anything happens, we will definitely lend a hand. Yao Huang nodded as he instructed someone to explore the formation. This batch of Northern Plains Gu immortals were purposely chosen by Bing Sichuan. After receiving orders, Yao Huang gathered these people in the name of longevity heaven and brought them here. Before this, Bing Sichuan had already brought Calamity Luck Altar and his comrades to attack Heavenly Court. That it was not that Bing Sichuan had purposely diverted his forces, but he had his reservations. Attacking Heavenly Court was an important matter. It needed to be kept secret. He was afraid that if they expanded the numbers and called too many people, the invasion would fail, they would get exposed, and end up losing the battle in the end. Thus, Bing Sichuan only chose the few people he trusted the most, and undoubtedly, his decision was correct. Because Prince Feng Xian was the spy of Spirit Affinity House, he was one of the most successful spies in terms of status. The Northern Plains group was naturally led by Yao Huang. After losing in Heavenly Court, Bing Sichuan sent out orders to Yao Huang first, before contacting Fang Yuan. Yao Huang knew how important this mission was, because the hope of getting Fate Gu from Heavenly Court was getting slimmer now. Infallible Blessed Land had become the most important battlefield. As long as they destroyed it, Heavenly Court's plan of repairing Fate Gu would be foiled. This way, Heavenly Court would need to try and restore Fate Gu once more. The longer this dragged on, the more hope there was for the four regions. Thus, Yao Huang and Southern Border's immortals joined forces with great sincerity. Wu Yong purposely spoke loudly. Yao Huang knew his intentions and quickly offered to help. It was his display of sincerity. Heavenly Court was united in ideals. Central Continent had people's united hearts. While Southern Border and Northern Plains had joined hands for the first time ever, this was truly a new page of history, despite both of them not trusting each other fully. In order to succeed in this attack on Heavenly Court's formation, both sides cooperated earnestly. Northern Plains sent none other than wealth-devouring boy Nian Fu. This person had a child's appearance. He had peak rank 7 battle strength and cultivated space path. He was able to protect himself. This formation was not ordinary. It was like an underground cave. The cave was huge, and the Gu immortals were like ants. There were countless stalagmites and stalactites that hung down from the ceiling or protruded from the ground like growing grass. They had all sorts of color and emitted a light that was a dazzling sight. Nian Fu carefully went into the formation under everyone's observation. He was famous in Northern Plains. He cultivated space path and moved unhindered around battlefields. He was able to preserve his life in dangerous situations and even earn huge profits from it, gaining an immense wealth. This was also why he was called Wealth-Devouring Boy. But at this moment, Nian Fu was very alert. He did not dare to be careless. This was Heavenly Court's formation. Any accident and his life would end here. Nian Fu entered the formation as it started to activate. The stalactite and stalagmites started to grow as the rainbow lights enveloped in everyone's perspective. This underground cave created by the formation was like a fierce beast opening its mouth. It was shutting its mouth now. Countless stalactites and stalagmites joined together and wanted to chew this Fu into bits of flesh. Fu was very alert. Upon sensing this problem, he turned around and ran. The rainbow light was very troublesome. It hindered his movement ability. It could even penetrate his defense. This rainbow light is the exquisite 7 orifices formation. Let's quickly attack the light and help Fu to escape before it's too late. Chi-Chu saw something amiss as he quickly shouted. Southern Borders and Northern Plains immortals worked together as killer moves erupted. Fu received a lot of help as he narrowly avoided the gathering of the rainbow light, returning to the main group. So close. Without all of you, I would have died in there. Fu felt great after fear. Your face. Suddenly, Nu Air Qian pointed at Fu's face, showing a look of terror. What is it? Fu touched his own face, but felt a hard jade stone texture. You were still hit. It seems that this formation is not a simple, exquisite 7 orifices formation. There is also the jade spike formation. Black Extremity said. Northern Plains Longevity Heaven had 4 Desolation Immortals and 8 Extremities, among which Black Extremity was skilled in formation path. He had incredible talent and had once cheated old ancestor Shui Hu by disguising as Sun Ming Lu. Black Extremity's words received Chu Yu's acknowledgement. This is likely a combination formation made from exquisite 7 orifices formation and jade spike formation. Then how do we break it? Wu Yong looked at the permeating rainbow light and countless stalactites and stalagmites as he said. Chi-Chu Yu smiled confidently. With just the few of us, it is very hard to break this formation. But with the friends of Northern Plains here, this is merely a troublesome issue. Right when Southern Border and Northern Plains joined forces, Fang Yuan was also fighting against Qing Yi and Li Huang. This human path killer move is truly troublesome. Fang Yuan's eyes shined with a cold, flickering light. Li Huang and Qing Yi were boosted by killer move heroes among people. They pursued Fang Yuan relentlessly. As for those immortal Gu House, only 2 remained chasing Fang Yuan, while the rest were either dealing with Western Desert's immortals or saving the Central Continent Gu Masters in the Earth Trench. After getting the information from Bing Sai Chuan, Fang Yuan flew with rapid speed, but the direction was the opposite. He went further and further away from infallible blessed land. It is time. Fang Yuan suddenly waved his sleeves as countless Yama children flew out. Immortal killer move. Familiar face. Fang Yuan, who was in Emperor Yama form, quickly transformed into a Yama child as he mixed in with the crowd. Fang Yuan, where do you think you're going? Li Huang shouted. He was covered in a blazing cloak, burning with intense flames. You were hit by the investigative killer move. How can you escape through this method? Qing Yi snickered in his white robe. The 2 immortal Gu houses were quite lost, but these 2 heavenly court rank 8s targeted Fang Yuan's main body instead. Evidently, Central Continent's heavenly court had already started to make countermeasures against Fang Yuan's familiar face. So troublesome. Without a choice, Fang Yuan ascended to heaven, entering White Heaven. Rank 9 immortal killer move. Heaven form. Using this move, Fang Yuan quickly found a bunch of black-white overturning clouds. Oh no, stop him. Destroy these overturning clouds. Li Huang and Qing Yi had rich battle experiences. They could tell that Fang Yuan was trying to use the clouds to escape. Fang Yuan laughed heartily. Why don't you try and deduce my main body again? Immortal killer move. Myriad Ghost Sword Dragon. This was a fusion move that comprised Ancient Sword Dragon Transformation, Myriad Self, Yama Child, Emperor Yama, and Familiar Face. It was also one of Fang Yuan's greatest achievements in his killer move modification a while back. Once the killer move was used, a loud explosion occurred as countless black dragon-shaped soul beasts flew out. These soul beasts had silver-white claws, teeth, horns, and scales. They were emitting an eerie sword chi at all times. Countless ghost dragons flew in the sky. Some attacked the pursuers while the rest continued to fly aimlessly in a chaotic manner. Such an amazing method. After a brief fight, Li Huang and Qing Ye's expressions changed. This killer move was threatening to them, especially when the ghost dragons self-detonate. They had incredible might. There was the explosive force of the soul beast, and also the rampaging sword chi that gave it extraordinary power. Li Huang wore his verdant sun flame cloak, but it could not hold up. After tens of self-detonations, the cloak was flickering. The flames had weakened tremendously. Wan Qingyi was in an even more pitiful state. He tried to defend himself as he thought to himself in great shock. How can this move be so powerful? This was only natural. Myriad Ghost Sword Dragon had the same weakness and price as Wu Yong's unlimited wind. It expended the Tao marks of the Gu immortal permanently. However, unlimited wind used 10,000 Tao marks each time, while Fang Yuan's Myriad Ghost Sword Dragon used 4,000 Soul Path Tao marks per use. Li Huang and Qing Yi were busy defending themselves while Fang Yuan used the opportunity to escape into the black-white overturning clouds. After going from white heaven to black cloud, Fang Yuan immediately destroyed the cloud as he used fixed immortal travel as the core to activate a killer move. After a few breaths of time, he vanished on the spot, arriving in infallible blessed land. To think that infallible blessed land was here. Fang Yuan sighed. Since Bing Sichuan called him, he naturally gave him the location of infallible blessed land. This place was not like the Stone Lotus Island or Dragon Whale Grotto Heaven. Fang Yuan could enter using his killer move. Fang Yuan's appearance triggered the alertness of the southern border and northern plains army. Me. Fang Yuan snorted coldly. The Gu immortal asking him was full of cold sweat. He felt a strong pressure. Even before Fang Yuan answered, he had already realized this. He regretted his action of asking in reflex almost immediately. After all, Fang Yuan was the fiercest demon currently renowned in the 5 regions. Fang Yuan quickly observed the battlefield. The giant tornado that supported heaven and earth, unlimited wind, was the thing that attracted his attention the most. Next, he looked at Prince Fengxian for a second before turning to Ba Ba and the other defending Gu immortals. One and Chu are here. Chu Du was moderately injured. He flew towards Fang Yuan and greeted. Prince Fengxian and Ba Ba looked at Fang Yuan with a complex expression. Li Huang and the rest had chased Fang Yuan too relentlessly. He only managed to find a chance to teleport here after so long. Right now, Wu Yong and Yao Huang had not only broken the Jade Spike exquisite formation, they had also gone past the next 2 formations. They were stuck at the 4th now. Chu Du displayed incredible worth during the 2nd formation, but he was injured as a result. Because Fang Yuan was coming, he stayed outside to wait for him. With Bing Sichuan's arrangements, Northern Plains side knew that Fang Yuan was coming. That also meant that the southern border immortals knew as well. Fang Yuan created huge chaos in Northern Plains and southern border. The righteous path forces of both regions had suffered losses due to him. Northern Plains' 88 True Yang building was destroyed by Fang Yuan, while many of southern border righteous path super forces were extorted by him. But now, they were all cooperating against a common enemy, Heavenly Court. No matter how strong the formation is, how can it obstruct my path? Time is pressing. I won't explain further. Open a path for me. I am going to detonate the pure dream reality seeker physique bodies. Fang Yuan nodded towards Chu Du as he attacked the formation, not wasting any time. Chu Du and the rest were overjoyed. They waited for Fang Yuan and were willing to cooperate with him because of this. Fang Yuan had dream path methods. As long as he detonated the pure dream reality seeker physique bodies and spread the dream realm, this formation would break without fail. Fang Yuan's arrival was soon found out by Yao Huang and the rest. Yao Huang took a glance at Wu Yong and the rest, asking, purposely, "Oh, Fang Yuan is here already?" Wu Yong's expression froze slightly before he turned to Yao Huang. "Let Fang Yuan undergo the alliance agreement first, then tell him that I am willing to forego our feuds and cooperate temporarily." Chapter 1729, 99 Consecutive Unceasing Formation. Translator, Atlas Studios Editor. Atlas Studios. Because of Yao Huang's notice, Wu Yong was mentally prepared that Fang Yuan was coming, that he was an ambitious person. Even though he had deep enmity with Fang Yuan, Heavenly Court was the common foe now. Dealing with Heavenly Court and preventing Fate Gu from being fully repaired would give Wu Yong the greatest benefits. For this sake, He could put down his feuds and cooperate with Fang Yuan now. Friend Wu Yong is truly wise and clear-headed, Yao Huang praised. One immediately after, Qi Chu Yu and the rest also resounded. Not just alliance leader Wu Yong, the super forces of Southern Border are also willing to resist Heavenly Court with Fang Yuan, ignoring our past feuds. Fang Yuan had killed many Southern Border Gu immortal captives for his own gains, but they were also making the same decision now for the sake of the big picture. They were being logical, but the bigger reason was that this situation was truly dangerous, and Heavenly Court was very powerful. Bing Sichuan not only told Yao Huang and Fang Yuan about Heavenly Court's current situation, the information was also given to Wu Yong and the rest. This made the Southern Alliance immortals even clearer about their current situation. Heavenly Court and Emperor City were hopeless already. The only chance of victory was here. Only by using their time well and destroying the formation rapidly could they prevent the final batch of success down marks from being sent to Heavenly Court. That would force them to hold the Central Continent Refinement Path Convention once again. Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies, go destroy this formation. At this time, Fang Yuan sent several Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies towards the formation.I. In the current era, Dream Path was still underdeveloped. There were only several seeds. It had not grown yet. Against the corrosion of the Dream Realm, almost all immortal Gu formations, regardless of ranks, could not block it. Unless it was an immortal formation possessing Dream Path Gu worms, or had relevant Dream Path methods to block that corrosion. But right when the Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies got close to the formation, a change occurred. Immortal Killer Move, Shatter Dream. Immortal Killer Move, Pure Dream Reality Seeker Transformation, with the use of 2 killer moves. Fang Yuan's Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies shattered at the first moment. They started to spread towards the surroundings. Next, these shattered dream realms gathered into new Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies as they attacked Fang Yuan instead. Fang Yuan's pupils shrunk. He was secretly shocked. He did not expect that Heavenly Court would obtain such methods already. Even though he knew it was a matter of time, he did not think it would be so fast. But soon, his dejected feelings vanished. He regained his calm and icy temperament. Thoughts appeared and clashed in his mind. He rapidly tried to think of a solution to this. They can actually reverse my control over the Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies and the transformation? Is it because Spectral Soul Demon Venerable was captured and his memories were obtained by them? Fang Yuan was approached by several Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies as he quickly retreated. He had many powerful killer moves, but against the Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies, they were quite lackluster. This move was quite invincible in this world. Back then, Heaven Overseeing Tower, and even Duke Long and Purple Mountain True Monarch were forced to avoid the Dream Realm. But thankfully, Fang Yuan was not helpless. Inside the Sovereign Immortal Aperture, the Time Path clone was bathed in the light of wisdom. It continued to make deductions for him. Even though Fang Yuan did not have Shatter Dream Killer move to deal with the Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies, he was very familiar with the killer move Pure Dream Reality Seeker Transformation. Even Heavenly Court could not truly comprehend Pure Dream Reality Seeker Transformation in just a few years. The likely reason was that they had obtained Spectral Soul's memories. Precisely so, Fang Yuan could use his original Pure Dream Reality Seeker killer move to retaliate, and use the Light of Wisdom to create a counter-killer move instead. The Time Path clone's deductions will take some time. Fang Yuan considered his countermeasures as he flew into the sky. Several Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies chased him relentlessly, while a few went towards Unlimited Wind and the other Gu Immortals. The Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies self-detonated as Unlimited Wind was greatly affected. Its power was falling rapidly. Prince Feng Xian and the rest had no choice but to dodge. Fang Yuan contacted Wu Yong, but his first sentence made Wu Yong shook. Northern Plains Prince Feng Xian is a spy of Heavenly Court. Wu Yong attacked the formation as he asked. Evidence. My words themselves are evidence. In this situation, I have no reason to lie. Fang Yuan immediately answered. I do not have enough dream realms now. I need to gather more dream realms from Southern Border and create Pure Dream Reality Seeker Physique Bodies to fight. Quickly inform the Gu Immortals there to support me. Fang Yuan and Heavenly Court were opposing enemies. His accusation towards Prince Feng Xian had no evidence, but it was like he said, his words were clear evidence. After all, the world knew about his spring-autumn cicada. This secret had once caused Fang Yuan great problems when it was exposed, but now, it gained Wu Yong's trust, the crucial moment. Wu Yong did not hesitate. Since he was working with Fang Yuan already, they might as well enter a deeper cooperation. Heavenly Court was the true enemy now. All right, I will tell the others, you can go now. At this moment, Wu Yong felt a complex emotion. He had never thought that one day, he would purposely give the orders to receive Fang Yuan's arrival. At this moment, Qi Chuyu's voice resounded in Wu Yong's ears. I have already deciphered this formation. Quickly attack this place. It is the true formation core. Wu Yong was overjoyed. He forgot about Fang Yuan for a moment as he gave orders to attack the location that Qi Chuyu pointed out. After destroying the formation core, this formation became much slower and duller. Black Extremity Sun Ming Lu looked at them with great admiration and surprise. After entering the formation, Qi Chuyu had always outperformed him and comprehended the profundities of the formations using a shorter time. He had no choice but to feel admiration. We should follow Lord Qi Chuyu's arrangements. Let's assist these southern border allies. Black Extremity put down his competitive spirit as he suggested towards Yao Huang, who was beside him. Yao Huang frowned but agreed. Fang Yuan easily got rid of his pursuers. These pure dream reality seeker physique bodies were inferior to Li Huang and Qing Yi. Using fixed immortal travel's killer move, Fang Yuan went back to southern border and obtained a large number of dream realms. With them, he created more pure dream reality seeker physique bodies and went for Heavenly Court's formation.In. This situation, dealing with the enemy's pure dream reality seeker physique bodies, was secondary. The main goal was to destroy the formation and stop Heavenly Court from repairing fake goo. Fang Yuan had never forgotten his true motive. However, all the pure dream reality seeker physique bodies who got close to the formation shattered and were turned into enemies as they attacked Fang Yuan once again. Furthermore, these pure dream reality seeker physique bodies could communicate. Fang Yuan's side was suffering more losses than gains. These situations started to make Fang Yuan realize. It seems that Heavenly Court has already modified the pure dream reality seeker physique bodies. At this time, Wu Yong transmitted. Fang Yuan, continue to send more pure dream reality seeker physique bodies at the formation. We have already found many flaws of the formation. Fang Yuan thought in his mind. It seems that Heavenly Court did not truly merge dream path methods with this formation. Each time they deal with my pure dream reality seeker physique bodies, they are also disrupting with the formation's operations itself, causing flaws to form. These flaws were simply too obvious to Qi Chuyu and Black Extremity. Using these chances, Wu Yong and the rest attacked with great results. But this way, Fang Yuan's dream realms would continuously be turned into Heavenly Court's resources. They will gain an increasing number of pure dream reality seeker physique bodies. It seems that I really need to unravel their pure dream reality seeker physique bodies. Fang Yuan's heart sank slightly. This was a problem that he could not avoid resolving. It was not that he did not want to enter the formation to help out, but there were already Qi Chuyu, Wu Yong, and others. With his monopoly over dream path methods, he was much needed outside. Fang Yuan started to fight against these pure dream reality seeker physique bodies. At the same time, he transmitted to the rest. There is an important thing now. Heavenly Court's human path killer move. Can anyone get rid of these white lights? Nobody answered. In the end, Yihao Fang answered dejectedly. Human path specialty is in support, because human path Dao marks will not interrupt other paths Dao marks or conflict with them. Unless we use human path methods that are at least rank 8, we cannot resolve this. 2. Yihao Fang cultivated transformation path, but he was also very skilled at supporting others. This was because of his signature killer move, human transformation. With his words, Fang Yuan gave up on this aspect. They could not unravel heroes among people, while Prince Feng Xian was also a huge threat. Fang Yuan, Wu Yong, and the rest did not want to expose him for now. Killing a rank 8 was too difficult. They might as well pretend to not know and focus on breaking the formation instead. Preventing Heavenly Court from succeeding was more important. As time passed, Fang Yuan finally gained some breakthrough in his deductions. He took a risk and captured an enemy pure dream reality seeker physique body successfully, experimenting on it. This is actually a complete pure dream reality seeker physique body. It has been modified entirely. It is now truly the 11th extreme physique. Fang Yuan sighed at his great gains that he quickly modified pure dream reality seeker transformation as he started to learn Heavenly Court's method. As his pure dream reality seeker physique bodies became modified again, they accompanied Wu Yong and Yao Huang, destroying many formations in succession. There are still more? Yao Huang frowned deeply. One formation after another formation. It was as if Heavenly Court had an unlimited number of formations. This scene made Wu Yong and the rest feel a little dejected. Strange, how can Heavenly Court possibly set up so many immortal formations? Unless, Black Extremity hesitated. Chi Chuyu pondered as he said, I understand. This is the 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation. 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation. This name is quite familiar. Wu Yong had a bad feeling. Chi Chuyu sighed. Legend says that star constellation Immortal Venerable predicted Heavenly Court's problem in the future and set up the 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation. When Limitless Demon Venerable attacked Heavenly Court, he entered this formation and only broke out after destroying 100 formations. This formation is actually a giant compound formation. It can mix and match using its 9 subformations. The true problem is that when we destroy a formation, Heavenly Court would be able to set up a new one at the core area. As long as our breaking speed is not as fast as their setting up speed, this will be endless. Chi Chuyu's words were like a cold bucket of water poured onto these immortals. What should they do now? Chapter 1730, Situation. Translator, Atlas Studios Editor. Atlas Studios. Wu Yong, Yao Huang, and the rest were a little lost. The 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation was created by star constellation Immortal Venerable to deal with Limitless Demon Venerable. According to legends, Limitless Demon Venerable had to break 100 formations before he escaped. How could they possibly do the same? And the most unsettling thing was, they needed to fight against time. Once Fate Gu recovers completely, there would be zero chance of victory. What do we do? Heavenly Lord Baizu frowned. This is star constellation Immortal Venerable's arrangement. No wonder. No wonder. Black Extremity realized at once. Chi Chuyu was very troubled. Even if we gather all the formation path Gu immortals in the world to deduce this formation, I'm afraid the chances of victory are slim. Moreover, we have less and less time now. This formation path great expert who had displayed great value in this battle as one of the Southern Alliance's leaders had the intention of backing down. Wu Yong suddenly laughed loudly. Alliance leader, why are you laughing? Do you have any way to break this formation? Chi Chuyu asked in perplexity. Wu Yong shook his head. Even though I have no method to do so, I have already seen through Heavenly Court's facade. Don't worry too much. In my opinion, we are overestimating this difficulty. Why? Think about it. Back then, the 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation was created by star constellation Immortal Venerable. It was used by countless Heavenly Court Gu immortals to resist Limitless Demon Venerable. But it was unable to succeed. Limitless Demon Venerable broke out in the end. Since it was broken before, this 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation had already been damaged once in a brutal manner. Even if Heavenly Court had immense foundations and repaired all of the immortal Gu, in the worst-case scenario, we are facing the complete and even modified 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation. But the defending Gu immortals are not all Heavenly Court members. In fact, there might be few Heavenly Court members here. Li Huang and Qing Yi are at Emperor's City, Duke Long, Fairy Ziwei, Yuan Xiongdu, Che Wei, and Song Yin are fighting in Heavenly Court. Central Continent is being attacked by all 4 regions now. They were forced to set this formation here. It shows that they are low in manpower. Their members are too sparsely distributed. They can only go on the defensive now. Wu Yong's eyes were shining with bright light. He displayed overwhelming confidence and great wisdom in his grasp over the situation that he continued. And most importantly, they've already shown how weak they are. Earlier, Chun Yi and Bai Tsang Shui came to fight us. Chun Yi was nearly beaten to death. Everyone, If this 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation is truly impenetrable, why would Chun Yi and Bai Tsang Shui risk their lives? They must be stalling time for more formations to be set up. Earlier, our attack caused them to take this huge risk. Right now, we have the help of our Northern Plains friends. This is a great opportunity. Even though this 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation is powerful, it still depends on who is controlling it and who is attacking. That's right. That's very logical. Haha. Indeed, the urgent matter now is to attack quickly. Heavenly Court's defenses are not as strong as they seem. I am ashamed. I was actually fear-stricken due to the reputation of star constellation Immortal Venerable. Wu Yong's words raised everyone's morale. Their offenses became stronger. They were more determined now. Wu Yong smiled, but he mentally sighed. Everyone here was an elite, but they were actually intimidated by this 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation. It was not because they were stupid, but because they were facing huge pressure. Bing Sichuan notified many people of the situation. They worked together and attacked this formation, desperately holding on to this final hope. But this action had a weakness. It made everyone aware of the urgency of this situation, that if they were careless, they would incur huge losses as Heavenly Court retaliates. This was Central Continent after all. They did not have fixed Immortal Travel's killer move. Even if they did, Heavenly Court had methods to counter them. Thus, it was difficult for the Immortals to retreat. The TO plays safe. Now was the time to retreat. The longer they dragged it, the harder it would be to leave Central Continent. Eastern Seas and Western Deserts Gu Immortals are probably already retreating. These two regions are in disunity. They are not like our southern border and northern plains, which can gather the strength of many righteous path forces. Now, it will depend on us whether we can rapidly break the formation and intercept the final batch of success down marks. Sai, we were still banking on Fang Yuan's dream path methods earlier to deal with this formation. To think that Heavenly Court also had methods to control the pure dream reality seeker physique bodies. Was it because they captured spectral soul? I wonder who the person inside this formation that stopped Fang Yuan is. Wu Yong continued to guess and evaluate the situation. Inside the 9-9 consecutive unceasing formation, Feng Jiuge had a pale expression, but he smiled warmly. Huang Er, good job. He looked at Feng Jin Huang as he smiled, feeling extremely proud. The one who stopped Fang Yuan was none other than Feng Jiuji's daughter, Feng Jin Huang. Feng Jin Huang pursed her lips as she said, "Father, I do not dare to claim credit. I could use the Immortal Gu and activate an Immortal Killer move because of this formation's help. Even so, resisting Fang Yuan is an incredible feat. Feng Jin Huang, you have already done an amazing job for Heavenly Court." Bai Tsang Shui smiled. Chenny nodded as he looked at Feng Jiuge and Feng Jin Huang. She truly takes after her father. Feng Jiuge saved his life, while Feng Jin Huang was shockingly talented. This made Chun Yi feel a sense of gratitude and admiration towards this pair of father and daughter. Heavenly Court that a round of ferocious attacks had ended. Duke Long's rapidly breathing slowed down that he looked at the 7 extreme desolation, which was covered in injuries but remained standing, as he snorted coldly. I did not destroy it after all. Is it because of my injuries? Normally speaking, Duke Long with the support of Heavenly Dragon's last stand had incredible power. He could definitely defeat the 7 extreme desolation, even if this ancient battle formation was in its strongest form in history. But Duke Long was restrained by his injuries. These were mostly old injuries that were sustained earlier when Duke Long snatched Dragon Palace. He was hurt by the Eastern Sea Gu Immortals. Without these injuries, I would have destroyed the 7 extreme desolation already. My estimations were slightly off, but as time passes, it will not obstruct me anymore. Duke Long snorted coldly in his mind. Earlier, he ignored his own injuries to fight, but now, he had to face the 7 extreme desolation. The contest between experts usually depended on minor details like this. Even though Duke Long could suppress the 7 extreme desolation, he was initially stuck at a passive spot, but even now, he could not gather enough strength to destroy it. After an intense eruption of attacks, Duke Long's offenses became weaker. He started to move around, Bing Sichuan, and the rest found some relief. Duke Long was giving them too much pressure. Fairy Ziwei and the rest had complex expressions. More and more Heavenly Court members learned that Duke Long's time was almost up. This was the final battle of his life. He was like a firework. He could only shine right before he fades away for good. After this battle, Heavenly Court would lose this legendary great expert. Suddenly, Fairy Ziwei received Duke Long's transmission. Fairy Ziwei, how is the situation? Fairy Ziwei quickly answered. Emperor City was destroyed. Countless mortals died. Li Huang and Qing Yi are rushing to infallible blessed land. Over at Hidden Dragon Cave, the Eastern Sea rank 8 Gu immortals are fighting intensely as well. Duke Long muttered to himself for a while before he said to Fairy Ziwei, "Very good, I was not wrong about you. Thanks to your arrangements and planning, we managed to secure all 3 locations. Emperor City was destroyed by a natural disaster. It was not your fault." Duke Long did not stint on his praise towards Fairy Ziwei. He knew that although he was putting up an incredible fight now, it was thanks to Fairy Ziwei, who kept control of the situation from the background. Fairy Ziwei felt even more admiration towards Duke Long. She said sincerely, "This was all thanks to Lord Duke Long. You obtained Dragon Palace. Who would think that Dragon Palace actually contains the rank 8 Dream Path Immortal Gu Dream Token? It allows Dream Token to enslave rank 8 Gu immortals. With Zhang Yin and the rest, our weakness in manpower was eliminated. Lord Duke Long even sustained huge injuries to conceal the identities of Zhang Yin, Granny Rong, and the rest. This allowed our plan in Eastern Sea to succeed. Otherwise, if these Eastern Sea rank 8s joined any of the 3 battlefields, we would be in trouble." Duke Long. That's right. I was also surprised by the existence of Dream Token. He thought back to the battle in Eastern Sea. Zhang Yin and the rest appeared together. It was a surprise to Duke Long. They were either lone immortals or demonic cultivators. They were lofty and proud rank 8 existences. To think that they would be working together despite having no relationship in usual times. Duke Long became more suspicious at the later parts of the battle. Zhang Yin and the other immortals trusted each other deeply during the fight. And what truly made Duke Long confident of his guess was that after Duke Long defeated the 4 Gu immortals, Dragon Palace flew away. The 4 returned and did not chase after Immortal Gu House Dragon Palace. Instead, they continued to attack Duke Long. If they all had their own intentions and wanted Dragon Palace, how could they stay to deal with Duke Long in such a manner? Normally speaking, with Duke Long's battle strength, these 4 would chase after Dragon Palace. After all, Dragon Palace had flown away with great commotion. There were possibly other Eastern Sea rank 8 Gu immortals too. By fighting Duke Long, it seemed like they were helping Dragon Palace stall for time. Refer to Chapter 1689. Duke Long had sensed acutely that these 4 Gu immortals were related to Dragon Palace. After he obtained Dragon Palace and refined it, his guesses were confirmed. Comment because he was prepared for it. He did not let Zhang Yin and the rest get exposed. If they were exposed then, the other Eastern Sea Gu immortals might not die anyway. The main matter for Heavenly Court now was to repair Fake Gu. Thinking about it, Duke Long instructed Fairy Ziwei, "Pay more attention to Hidden Dragon Cave. We cannot be careless. The 5 regional walls are vanishing. The regions are becoming one. By then, there will be chaos and huge battles. Di Zongsheng's battle strength will reach a terrifying level. He will be on par with me." Towards Di Zongsheng, Duke Long had a clearer understanding than Fairy Ziwei. Fairy Ziwei immediately understood Duke Long's intent. The situation was turning more stable now. Infallible Blessed Land, Heavenly Court, and Hidden Dragon Cave were under Heavenly Court's control. Li Huang, Qing Yi, and the Immortal Gu houses were about to reach Infallible Blessed Land. The only possible problem was Hidden Dragon Cave. Duke Long was not afraid of Dragon Palace changing owners. He placed Dragon Palace there as a trap to begin with. The design of Dragon Palace was such that only dragon men could control it. It was impossible to work around this limitation unless they took apart Dragon Palace. Even most transformation path methods were not effective. Duke Long was afraid that Dragon Palace would destabilize and release Di Zongsheng. Di Zongsheng hated Heavenly Court and Duke Long immensely. With a boost in strength, it would definitely take revenge. Duke Long was going to die soon, but Di Zongsheng was virtually undying. That if Fang Yuan and the rest made use of this battle strength, there would be huge problems.